You can only rise to the level that you see yourself. So your self-image will determine what your ceiling is and how far you can go. You can't become your future self if you're still holding on to yesterday's identity. You just can't. If you want to improve your life and become the person that you always wanted to be, you need to change your self-image. Now, your self-image is, you develop that when you're young. The root of it is your beliefs and what you grew up with and experiences that you had that determined how you feel about yourself. And for me, that was the biggest thing, was because I had, my self-image was very like, I'm undeserving, I'm unlovable. And because of that, it limit all the opportunities that I would get, right? Because now I don't feel like I'm deserving of certain things. And when you do that, then you're basically putting yourself in a box, and you will not be able to move forward, right? You have to let go of old identities so you can become the person that you want to become. And that all starts with your self-image. So it's so funny too, because a lot of things have been happening for me now that I would have been like, I don't think I was deserving of it, which is crazy, because like, why wouldn't I be deserving of it? The only reason I thought I wasn't deserving of it is because people in the past had told me and did actions that taught me that I was undeserving, right? Like, it made me believe that I didn't deserve these things. And it's not like they initially said, you don't deserve this, even though I have had people say you don't deserve love. But it's more like their actions made me feel like I didn't deserve it. Because if I deserved it and all these good things, then why are you treating me this way, right? Because if someone was deserving of these things, then they wouldn't be treated this way, right? If someone's deserving of love, then why aren't you giving me love? And this is the thing, is it all starts with like when you're younger, right? Because, and as you get older and stuff, because then there's evidence that says that you are undeserving of these things and unworthy and all this. It is insane how your self-image will reflect so much in your external world, and how when you have that low self-confidence in yourself and thinking that you don't deserve these things, like the universe will give you that. If you think you're not deserving, then I'm not giving it to you, right? You need to change the way you feel about yourself, and the story that you tell about yourself, to yourself and to everybody else. And I feel like, we get super comfortable because we have these familiar stories that we grew up with that are like constantly saying like, okay, for example, like, I am unworthy because so-and-so, when I was 8 years old, did this to me, right? And it's understandable. Like, when you're at that young age, right? It's hard because you're so young, and this is like where you're learning about relationships and boundaries, and depending on your situation, your own personal journey and the things that you were brought up with, can make you feel like you don't deserve these things, right? And then when you don't feel like you don't deserve these things, it affects your life, because you know what? You stop going for things that you do deserve because you think you don't deserve them. So for example, like raises, like not asking for more money at your job. And you do this because you don't believe that you deserve more money. Not going after, your passions, not like trying new hobbies, so many things, right? Like walking away from a healthy love because you feel like you're like self-sabotaging it, right? Because you feel like you don't deserve it. Like, there's so many things that if you do not change your self-image from your old identity, that you'll sabotage things for your future self, right? And that was a big thing for me. And the first thing I really worked on was how I spoke to myself and how I saw myself. And even now, like, it's gone so much better, but even now I still have moments where I feel like I still do the familiar thought patterns, but now I'm like catching myself with it. And now I'm actually saying like, yeah, not only do I deserve this, I deserve even more. Like, I completely deserve this, but I deserve more. And the more you talk, like, I deserve more money. I deserve, safety. I deserve stableness. And the more you ask for that, then it reflects into the external world, and the universe will give it to you. That's why it's super important that you get rid of old identities, because that's all it is. If you cannot be someone new, you cannot be someone new. Okay? If you continue to think like your old version, like your old self. Nothing changes unless something changes. And if nothing is going to change, then guess what? You're not going to change. And that's everything. And it all starts with you. You need to be the person who makes those changes and stand by them so you can become your future self. And it's very important, because you cannot, if you don't think you are deserving or worthy of something, then the universe will reflect that back, and it'll show evidence that you aren't. It's not true. It's not true. You are worthy and you are deserving of everything, but because you see it that way, it's going to reflect that back to you. Now, if you see things differently, like, I am deserving of this, the universe will be like, yes, you are, girl. Yes, you are. And will show that to you. And it's crazy too, because the more you start thinking that way and rewiring your thought patterns to change the way you see yourself and the way you portray yourself to other people, it's crazy the opportunities that do come to you and the people you meet, right? Because it's like, I feel like even who I am now, like the things that, like the people in my life now and the experiences I'm having now, like I could never have imagined that for myself. And I'm so lucky and grateful to have those. And I'm so lucky and grateful how everything worked out. I'm super appreciative of it. But like, it was a lot of like, I couldn't be where I am now if I continued to think like I did a year ago. If I continued to think the way I did 5 years ago, right? And I was so in such a dark place too, that I thought that, being in these horrible places and situations was exactly like where I needed to be. Like, nobody's going to love me. Like, why would anyone love me, right? And when you tell yourself that, you choose situations, people, experiences that will show that. But when you start saying, you know what, I love me, because that's really the most important person you need to love you is you. I love me. I deserve amazing, safe people. You'll choose that, obviously, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Because you know you deserve safety. So you're going to go and you're going to be around people who make you feel safe and secure. But when you don't do that, you choose people who are going to make you feel unsafe and unsecure. And I did that a lot. And I love that being fight and fight now is like unfamiliar to me. Like, when it happens, and like, actually not just the other, like a week ago, my abandonment moon was set off, and I was in that, and I was blown away that I lived so long in that state of having my abandonment wound being set off and feeling like that panic and the, like just, you feel nauseous, you feel sick, you're shaky, you're just, I can't believe that was my normal, because now, like, even just having that, I was like, oh, this doesn't feel good. And I was able to, because now I think differently, I was able to actually, and I have a new perspective of it, I was able to say to myself, okay, like, you're not being abandoned, okay? I'm here. Because it's just my inner child saying like, oh no, we're being left. When really we're not. And even if we were, it's okay, because I have you. Me, the adult, Rachel, has you, little inner child, Rachel. I have you. You are safe. Regardless of what happens, I have you. And you are safe, and I will take care of you. Because that's really all it is. And I would not know any of that unless I stopped thinking the way I used to think and started thinking the way I want my future self to think. Which is funny, because I say future self, which is now my present self, which is an amazing feeling It's an amazing feeling when you start to actually be the person that you were working so hard to be, and now you're finally that person. Now, like I have an opportunity, which we all do, to now think bigger and who I want to be on a bigger scale now. Like now my ceiling is my baseline. So now everything expands to me. Well, now I know I'm deserving. Now I know I deserve this and this and this. I'm going to ask for so many things now because I know I can get them, because I have already got so much. It is such a beautiful feeling, and anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. And that's the fun part about it too. This is the fun part about it being your life and this being life, because life is fun. It's serious, it's hard, it's tough, but it's fun. And the fun part is you can literally become whoever you want, whenever you want. You can design your own life to be exactly the way you want it. You can go for things that you thought you would never be able to go to, like do. And you know what's funny? Last week I was running, and I was trying to, because I'm going to do a 10K. So I was running and I was having such a hard time to get over the 3.87 kilometers. But the thing is, like, I did a 5K and I was able to run, but I walked for like 5 minutes. So I was trying now to just have like a baseline of always getting to like 4. So the first day I did it, I couldn't get to 4. But I gave up way too soon. If I went 2 more minutes, I would have got to 4. And then I did it again and I got to 4. And I was like, yes. So then I was like, okay, because I'm going to do a 10K, I need to train to run for a longer, for long term, right? Like a longer distance. So I decided to, okay, I'm going to start training. I'll do 2 4Ks, and then I'll do, on my lunch break, and then I'll do a 6K on my weekend. So I did it and I ran it all the way, 6K, not 10K, 6K. And I ran it all the way and I couldn't believe it. My leg was a little sore. I felt like amazing. And then I was like, well, there it goes. Like now this is my ceiling becomes my baseline. Like it's so like amazing. Like I didn't even, when I was going to go do the run, I was like, I'm probably gonna have to walk 10 minutes. That's fine. I just want to make sure I can get to like 6K so that when I do the 10K, I can get further. And next time I go for my run again, I'm going to go and try to get to 7K. And you just keep getting better and you just keep expanding. And that's the thing with like your self-image. The more you start changing it and you start, you get evidence in the universe, like evidence around you that you are actually like deserving of these things and getting these things, because your self-talk has changed and your habits have changed. When you start doing that, like your goals become so much bigger. Like you're not thinking small anymore. You want to go further. Like honestly, like the 10K is going to be my next goal, but then after that, it's going to be a half marathon. And like, I would have never a year ago thought I would be doing this at all, actually. Even like 6 months ago, actually, to be honest, like my friend just said, hey, let's go run a 5K. And I was like, yay, let's do it. And then she's like, let's do a 10K. And I was like, awesome. Because I love to try new things. But yeah, like it's insane what you can do when you start believing in yourself and you start realizing that your old past self doesn't actually have to be who you are now. And you have the power to change your life and you can decide who you want to be at any point in time. Like you can wake up in the morning and decide you're going to be this person. And then you just go and do it. You just do the habits of the person you want to be. And honestly, if you don't like the person, then change it again. Nobody, like, it's your life. You decide who you want to be and you go be it. It's really that simple. But it is amazing. And you start getting so confident in yourself because, like, honestly, when I was running and I was doing 6K and I finished it, I was like, like I felt like a baddie. Like I was like, yeah, check me out. Right. And it was at the dog park too. So I got some doggy pets on the way, but like, that's what I mean. Like, it's like my confidence level went so much higher. Like now when I run that 10K, I'm not going to be like nervous that I'm not going to be able to run it. I'm going to actually be like, not like, and even if I don't run the whole thing, just to even run part of it and then walk a bit is an accomplishment for me. Right? Because a year ago I wasn't running. A year ago I was, not doing that at all. Like, it's insane what your self-confidence like how it changes. Just be from being, more loving to yourself and more, accepting of yourself. You deserving these things. Like, you deserve it. And yeah, that's how you change your self-image. Like, really, you can be whoever you want to be, and you should have fun with it, because life's short, and why wouldn't you want to be all these different things? Be authentically you and try everything so you can know if you like it or not, right? How do you know if you like something if you don't try it? So go out there, try everything, fail multiple times, fail so much, get your heart broken, do so many things. Just go experience it, go find out who you are, and just live life and love it, because you deserve it and you're worthy of it. And if somebody or experiences told you otherwise, you don't have to be that person anymore who allows that. I used to be a person with attachment issues. Now I'm not. And I won't even say that anymore. I don't have attachment issues. I'm perfectly securely attached now, because I have a good relationship with myself. And I don't have those old thoughts anymore, because I improved my self-image by my self-talk and habits that give me self-confidence. And now the external world shows it. So yeah.